Welcome to the bold analysis. Yesterday, Thursday, the 27th of July, William Ruto came face to face with the ugly face of Al-Shabaab problem in the coast when a last-minute intelligence had to intervene to change his landing site while conducting a tour in Tana River. According to the details that have really been documented here, is that the plane had to change its landing site on the very first tour because according to the itinerary, the plane was supposed to land at Gamba village in Tana River. And in Gamba, he was supposed to commission some rice production project under the Tana Delta irrigation scheme. But somewhere mid-air, they realized a security threat in the said area and had to relocate to a nearby primary school known as Marembo Primary School, which is 12 kilometers away from the initial landing site where the security threat was detected. And according to the report, exclusive report that has been revealed, the helicopter's captain, who was flanked by two security helicopters, apart from that carries William Ruto, the other security helicopters, was seen scouting the area looking for a place to land. And within 20 minutes, they had to delay on air. 20 minutes still searching, and the captain moved 12 kilometers from Gamba to the Marembo where the pilot landed the aircraft in the primary school. Remember, they had to go to land in a primary school against the regulations of government. Remember, it was on Thursday, so the school actually going on. Security forces who had already been deployed, the advance team, that had already been deployed in Gamba also had to move to Marembo with only a few remaining on ground. So what happened? The distance between the Gamba and Marembo is the distance of around 12 kilometers. But in the Gamba village, the intelligence realized the security threat. And the security threat, it was about the face of Al-Shabaab. It was supported by an intelligence history. An intelligence history because the same place had experienced an Al-Shabaab attack in July 2014, 9 years, a day after William Ruto visited the place. So I want you to understand, this Gamba place where Ruto's helicopter was supposed to land, in July 2014, that is 9 years ago, there was an Al-Shabaab attack. And that attack happened it happened the day before the then Deputy President William Ruto by then visited the area and claimed 9 lives, including 5 refugees, a police officer, and 3 truck owners. So the intelligence realized that even by that time, it happened when Ruto was going on there. And by that time, Ruto was a deputy president. Now, this time, he was actually a president, a sitting president. And they had to delay with the pilot, Ruto recounting how his pilot struggled to find a safe place to land as other parts appeared to have been heavily covered with the forest vegetation. Me and you will tell you that the way Insurance Act works is that William Ruto has advanced team, both security and intelligence, security intelligence on where he's going to land. So the decision on going to land in Gamba, according to me, was not arrived at while the pilot was on air. This decision was arrived when the advance team or when the head of protocol was probably trying to plan for that. And himself, if you want to know that landing at the school is something they had not envisioned, is because he said that I do not take it for granted that there is a possible place for my helicopter to land. And that landing the school, it is polite to appreciate it so that next time you can allow me to land again. Even though that was not playing PR, and he actually gave that school 1 million. Allegedly gave to the principal, describing it as a small token, and the MP also promised the school some 2 million to help in some sort of development. Now, why do you think, what made them to land in Marembo? What made them to land in Marembo is because the Marembo is a police operation, security operation area. Marembo Primary School, in the heart of Garsen constituency, borders the dense Boni forest, making it a security operation area. And because it's a security operation area, there are heavy presence of the military men in the place. So because it is there and it is at the periphery of the forest, the president had to land there. The bottom line here is this, that President of the Republic of Kenya could not land in Gamba Forest, and him is a president. How about those living there? How about the kids going to school and plying the rural routes in that place? If a president himself could not land there, it has been explained as of any other aspect, but the bottom line here is the intelligence flagged Gamba because of a security threat. What exactly this points out, and I want us to do a very exclusive explainer on this, because on this one it touches on security of us. Now, he said the primary school, let me tell you, the primary school has 130 pupils and 4 teachers. Now, a school with 130 pupils and 4 teachers, there was a donation of 1 million as a small token to the school. So surely let's just reason out here. Was there no public school? 150 pupils, 130 pupils, 4 teachers, and they're given 1 million by president as a small token, and then the MP is also giving some 2 million. I'm like, for William Ruto, I can just challenge you to go to Ndurarwa Primary School. Ndurarwa Primary School is opposite Kawangware Market, behind the Shell petrol station. That school has a population of over 2,000 students, and they're not getting enough in terms of resources. They don't have enough resources. You can still come the other side and visit James Gishuru Primary School. I think it is on around on your way to Dandora, if I'm not wrong. And stand at the gate, wait, look when the students are leaving. You will really see the face. There is another primary school in Kakamega also witnessed. In Kakamega town, only Pan Primary School that is doing well, private, public. But here is the president going to donate 1 million to a school with 130 students and 4 teachers. I'm simply not getting it. Maybe because I do believe that the reason why that school has those few people is, one, it might be performing poorly, it might be some small school, or the population there is low. So even if you build structures and the security threat is there, you know, there is already the security threat. Already soil is an operation zone. So that is something that I really, as I said, even though he actually lighted the community, the village, because they're saying for the first time they saw the president, they've never gone there. You know, those to me are some pointers. But I think if William Ruto, with all the state machinery and the intelligence at his disposal, he could not still land in Gamba because of a security threat, then we need to look at these 3 pointers. Number 1, denting intelligence sector is a biggest blunder that the political class is making. When the UDA leaders, when Haji allegedly confronted and actually informed the president about the state of the country in terms of security and what they needed to do, the head of intelligence, Yusuf Haji, was branded by the UDA leaders as pro-Azimio or as an Azimio mole. And stories were fabricated on how the head of the intelligence has been spending nights and talking with Raila and Uhuru. So I honestly still believe that we need institutional memory. Then for leaders, for president, then intelligence is a very key part of the security of a country. That's why I do believe. On them, they gave quick intelligence on what exactly was happening and where the president needed to land there. What would happen if, how about try to imagine the other end, if something would happen when William Ruto goes there. And let's just pull this very sober without looking at it with the lens of hate. It's humanity, even if it's you are someone you love or not. But try to imagine of that. Number two, we need to be very patriotic and respect our gallant soldiers that are fighting to keep this country safe. Myself, I know, yes, I have some few within my circle. When you look at their status, the way they update their status, they're always on motivation mood. They're like, they always share moods of motivation. But if there is a patriotic team in this country, then it is our gallant soldiers. And so, what are we talking about? Recently, there was a story, it's a bit unconfirmed, that there was a story of some restructure that the men in uniform were no longer getting the meat supply as was before. That the diet was allegedly changed. We need to look at this because then we are always at a constant security threat. So the men and women that are sacrificing to keep this country safe needs the best respect from us. The security is a great intervention in political stability. That's what William Ruto must also grasp from that. That when it comes for us to get security, for us to be politically stable, security is a key intervention. For those in a decision-making table, those that are making tough decisions to keep this country safe, you must also realize that our security is key for political stability because our enemies are regrouping, are reneging. So what about opening the borders? If we still have constant Al-Shabaab threats, then we should even forget about still opening the Somalia border. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my take, and thank you very much for supporting our podcast, and I'm still reaching out to you. Kindly subscribe. We are doing 100 challenge for subscribers. Kindly subscribe. Then, if you want to move your staff, your office, if you want to move your office staff or households from one place to the other, then those are your treasures. You need very credible and safe company to help you in that. So that is why I introduced to you Top Mark Movers. Top Mark Movers are very reliable, very professional, affordable, and I want you to talk to them here as you plan on how you can move from one place to the other, or how you can move your house items. Rather relocating, you've got a new job, you need to move your TV set in a safe manner, then talk to Top Mark Movers. The number is 07 19 17 43 93, and as they say, quality is everything.